Hello, it's Blue Orange 22. Behind me is my first attempt at a home studio. Um, this will be updated all soon, I'm sure. But for now, it's what we got. Anyway, today I'm going to do something of a little bit of a different kind of video. This channel is going to be mostly about the men's rights movements and related issues to that. But every once in a while, I might do some videos just about some general stuff. Just about some general topics in my life, or just some general thoughts that I just think kind of tie into life in general. And some of this stuff I might actually tie back in later to the men's rights movement and sort of explain kind of how it's all connected. But today I want to make a video and tell you guys 2 red flags about meeting people. 2 kind of warning signs about meeting a toxic person. 2 red flags, how to spot a toxic or narcissistic person. Or just a person you should be careful of, or just someone you can't really trust, you know. Because there are things you can look for, little clues, little signs. And these are 2 things that I've noticed over the years. Every time, or like 99% of the time, when someone does this, okay, when you first meet them, look out. Because those people have always turned out to be toxic people. Number 1 is people who talk badly about where you're from. Okay, if you meet somebody, oh, hey man, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Philadelphia, or I'm from London, or I'm from New York. And they say, oh, yeah man, I visited New York. I didn't like it that much. It's kind of too loud, or there's too many whatever it is. Instant red flag. If you meet somebody for the first time, okay, and then you tell them where you're from, and they say something kind of bad, or they say something kind of negative about it, what they're doing is they're immediately kind of putting you down right away. And they want to see how you react to that. They want to kind of see, like, you know, how do you handle, like, being disrespected by a total stranger for no reason at all, you know? Because you just don't need to do that. If you meet somebody and they tell you where they're from, you know, there's no need to be, like, disrespectful about it, you know? I mean, it's, oh, that's cool. I mean, you know, even if you don't like it, even if it's, like, you know, some crappy place that you don't like at all, you don't have to say that to somebody. You know, it's a polite thing to do if you meet somebody. Oh, nice, cool, you know, don't talk badly about where someone is from when you first meet them. That's just obvious to most decent people. So someone who kind of violates that etiquette, look out for them. Number 2 is if they talk badly about somebody who isn't there. But this, you have to make a little caveat. There's a little note to this. This only applies if it's to someone that you both kind of know, or that you both might meet later. So if they say something like, oh, my roommate, or this crazy Uber driver I just had, I mean, that doesn't count, because that doesn't really matter. But if it's like you're both talking about, like, someone else who was at the party you were just at, or someone who's part of that little group that's getting together, and they say something like, oh, you know, he's really nice, but, you know, he kind of talks too much. He's one of those people who kind of, he's a talker. Or, oh, well, she's cool, but sometimes she gets a little bit crazy, or she can be a little bit, that's a big red flag. Someone who's talking badly about someone who's not there. Now, if it's really close friends talking to each other in private, like, oh, I'm really concerned Billy's having a drug problem. All right, friends sometimes talk to each other. That's kind of a different story. But if it's like someone that you don't know like that well, but you know who it is, but you're not really like close friends, and they're making those kind of negative comments like that, even if it's like a passive aggressive, oh, he's really nice, but, and then some little thing, that's another big red flag. Again, 9 times out of 10, when I hear this coming from someone, I always know, okay, look out for this person, and I'm always right too. It happens like clockwork. Because think about the kind of person who would do that. You know, it says something. The little things, they mean something, and they kind of add up. So I might make a video later on and kind of explain how does this relate to politics, and how does this relate to social justice? Because it does. If someone is a political activist or a social activist, the same way they might talk about issues or other people reflects the same way. It's how they carry themselves, how do they treat others, how do they talk about others, and what does that say about what their beliefs really are about, if that's kind of what they do. But that's for another video. For now, those are the two signs to look out for. If someone says something bad about where you're from, or if someone says something bad about a person who isn't there.